it is humorous.
You only have worse than most people did.
No, Connor, I thought I'd make it 100%, buddy.
Oh, there it goes. Now it's working. There we go. Okay. It does.
Brian, you're a retard. Line is top side, going down and to the bottom and driving straight up the damn racetrack in the one. No, I'm watching. Okay, I'm gonna just qualify you.
Okay. I can't see the names with that. I don't know who everybody is yet.
Hey, Logan, you have to figure that out. The streams like squished together.
What the fudge? I thought I fixed it. It's the display size, that's why. It's the game capture size. Chase, I think it's a Streamlabs thing, because I've tried, it don't work.
You drove one for 3 years, Connor, and got outran by Ryan, who had one race. since they updated diaries or Fairbury than already. Everyone, the Discord link, or sorry, the stream link has been sent out for everyone who wants to watch the stream, and Jack has sent it via text if you want it. I was gonna say his mom, but you know what everyone else is gonna say. Something dumb.
Correct.
It's gonna be reset. But then for the rest of the night, it's gonna be carried over. So by the evening, it'll be supposed to done.
What's up? No. 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 I do not know what you're talking about. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should reset the track state to like 0, while flying
Right.
stuff.
It's 10 to 5. And then it's gonna carry over for the rest of the night.
Alright. How many laps is the feature?
40.
Okay.
Do we have enough? Did you put enough fuel in it?
Yeah, I put 12 gallons in. There was 8.
Okay.
People were complaining about me putting 15 gallons in out of the that the car was too tight, so I went down a little bit.
Doesn't Peyton know how? Doesn't Peyton know how to do overlays?
You know why?
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if I could have overlays and I could if I could get overlays and I wouldn't have to have the icon the HUD up.
Yeah. I want an overlay, but the guy I was talking to about it wanted $30 for a freaking overlay.
Just get them from Race Lab. Just get them from Race Labs.
I don't know how to.
Figure it out. YouTube it.
Why don't you get it?
No. It's not my league.
They're free. You'd have to get it just for you.
I know, but if you fit.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about yeah, like irising overlays.
I mean, I don't really care. We don't need iris.
It would help because then I could see everybody's name and where they were on the track.
Yeah, you'd see some. Yeah, you'd down it.
I think that's everybody I can put down. That's what I'm doing, dingus. Are we gonna have a B?
We're taking 18. Yeah.
So yeah, there will be a B.
There would always be B.
Crowbath.
We're gonna give everyone 2 minutes yet, so we will be advancing at 9 with 9 minutes left.
9.
2 minutes.
Oh. Hopefully, I won't need this when we get.
Don't run the bottom.
Okay, so I know. So, how do you say Timothy's last name? Is that Manieri? Oh my gosh, Nathan.
Call Jasper against this
Ooh.
again.
Who?
Jasper's against this. That's Timothy's one.
Who? What?
Track always changes. It's Timothy.
Tim.
Timothy is Jasper Zigatus.
Oh, Jasper. Jasper is his last name. His first name.
Yeah. Jasper Zigatus.
Why is that his name though?
Because that's his dad's name.
Okay, then what's his last name?
Zigatus.
How do you spell that?
It's in Discord. I'll go make.
77. Oh, here we go. 'Cause that was what I was calling him last time. Good thing you didn't win. Okay, who's left? And then 24 is Zach. I think I've got everybody that's gonna be something. Okay, there we go. All right. Chase, get out. Nathan, you can stay. Just be quiet.
I'll be quiet.
No, get out. Get out. I'm moving you to Tristan.
No.
Thank you. And it is qualifying time here at the Fairbury Speedway for the CDL Racing League here at the Fairbury Speedway. 40 long laps around this tough little bull ring here with the 358 mods. We should start seeing our first times, two lap trial runs. If you tap the wall, your lap does not count because of iRacing's rules. We'll see who can go quick time. Quick time in practice, I believe, was Zach Weisenflew with a 12.93. We expect to see times in the low 8s, and JT Ferry with the first time on the board. It's not going to stay quick time though. We got Jasper. I think Jasper Ziegenflew with the pole time with a 12.868. Second quick is JT Ferry with a 12.869. Then we got and Ethan Fimbers goes quick time with a 12.847. Jacob Halliday with a 12.876. Weisenflew still yet to make a lap. He was your quick time in qualifying. Ferry third. Your top 5 in qualifying. We got Ethan Fimbers with a 12.847. Then we got Jasper Zegafus with a 12.868. JT Ferry with a 12.869. Jacob Halliday with a 12.876, and Zach Weisenflew on his first lap puts it in the 5th position with a 12.896. Let's see if he goes better on his second. I guess we'll see here in a second. Maybe if he goes any better. And I don't think he does. I believe he does not. Zach Weisenflew in the 5th position, knocking Tristan Bailey out of the top 5. Then we get Tristan Bailey in 6th. Then the 08 of Dominic Schmidt in 7th. The 7 of Nathan Parton in 8th. Kinzer Lightning in the 12 in 9th. And your top 10 is the 78 of Larry Sykard with a 13 flat. The first time in the 13-second bracket. Kinzer barely in the 12. Ethan Fimbers still quick time with a 12.847. And it looks like someone tapped the wall on their lap as we hear. The only person I see that could challenge Fimbers would be Rochelle. He ran a 12.80 in practice. Track a little bit different, but I don't think he will. Don't think he will make the call for qualifying. He has not set a lap yet. We still got people joining into the session. So I believe that'll be your qualifying for here at Fairbury. Quick time right now, it is Ethan Fimbers will start first in heat race number 1. And we'll be right back when the heat races start.
Okay, guys, it's still
We'll
qualifying.
be back for when the heat races
Still
start,
qualifying. Come on, guys, go out.
and we'll let you know if anything changes in qualifying.
Yeah, smack the wall so it can give me my time.
Everyone went out except for Zachary. I didn't get a lap. Cause you hit the wall. No crap. No, I didn't go on the racetrack.
Hey, my check. Got ya.
And we are here for heat race action. On the pole for this one, it is the 28 of Ethan Fimbers. On the outside of him, it is the 16 of Jacob Halliday. Starting in the third position is the 08 of Dominic Schmidt. Starting in the fourth position, it is the 12 of Kinzer Lightning. Rolling off from the fifth starting spot, it is the 98 of James Rochelle. Starting in the sixth position, outside row 3, it is the 014 of Austin Koroboth. Starting in the seventh position, I do not believe he will make the call. It is the 9 of Connor Mirabelli. Starting in the eighth and final position, it is the 22 of Jacob Hurd, who does make the call. And all 8 drivers on tap for this heat race here. 3 transfer directly to the A. The rest will go to a B feature to try to race their way into this one. I know I didn't cover the last race, but the last race I covered, we had someone come from the B main and win it. Green flag here in heat race number 1. Fibbers, they side by side going into turn 1, 2 rows deep. And Halliday on the outside, he's looking to take the lead here early here. They all hopping going into 1 pretty bad. Fimbers back to second. The 21, Kinzer Lightning in the 21 in second, in the final transfer position in the third spot. Halliday in the lead. Fimbers right on his tail. Schmidt hounding Kinzer for that final spot, transfer spot. Kinzer starting a little bit of a gap forming to Halliday and Fibbers off the bumper. Oh, and the 98 almost taps the fence there. I believe he did. Schmidt trying to reel him back in to not have to run a B feature today. Halliday and Fibbers still going at it. Schmidt driving it in deep, and he's going to make it stick. He's going to be right on the bumper of Kinzer. And he's not going to let it rip. He's going to look a little bit to the bottom. Final transfer spot in the balance here. 2 laps to go. Kinzer pulled a little bit of a gap to Schmidt there. Femmer's looking to the bottom, trying to make something happen to Halliday. Femmers will still be in second. Oh, and Kinzer and Schmidt getting together. Kinzer, Leitner, and Dominic Schmidt get together. Put Schmidt to the final transfer spot. And Jacob Halliday will take it. Jacob Halliday will win your first heat race. And we'll get him in here. If he is in a Discord. And I do not think he is. So we will not be getting... All right, heat race number 2. We got some TSL hyper racing cars on the front row and 3 in this heat. We got on the pole, we have the 77 of Jasper Zegafus on the outside. It is the 24 of Zach Weisenfluss starting in the 3rd position. It'll be the 45 of Zach Barry, who came in right at the last second. Starting 4th, it is the 78 of Larry Scheichard. In the 5th position is the 6 of Dylan Conley. In the 6th position, it is the 14 of Jonathan Martsky. And your 7th and final starter who does not make the call would have been Cody Clark. But he does not make the call for tonight's heat race. Heat race number 2 here at the Fairbury Speedway. Zegafus on the pole for this one. His teammate Anna's outside. They'll be coming to the green flag here. And we are underway here. Oh, a little bit of contact back on the field. And Weisen flew out to the early lead. He's going to take the lead off the outside pole. The 45 trying to make something happen here in a second. That is Zach Barry. He's going to slide her up. Not quite going to make it work. He's going to fall back into the final transfer spot. Zegafus in second. Weisen flew in first. Barry in third. Beeler, my bad. Beeler in third. 28 of Larry Sykard in fourth. Conley in 5th, Martin Sky in 6th, and Zegafus right on the bumper of the 24. There are no Sotil. Those are teammates racing for the lead right now. They are almost no Sotil as they send them into the corner. Zegafus driving it in really deep, trying to make something happen here. He wants to go 1-1 instead of 1-2. And he's right on the bumper going on the front straightaway. Oh, and he gets a little loose. He's going to have to back off. He's trying to come down the middle, get a run through the middle of the corner. He's not going to get it. Weisenfluh holding strong on the cushion here early in this heat race. 3 laps remain. 3 laps remain in this one. Zegafus right on the bumper, bumper to bumper. He's going to let her rip. Slide job. Slider all the way up to the fence. Weisenfluh is going to turn it back down underneath him, pull a big gap. That's 2 or 3 car lengths. 2 laps coming to the white flag here as they come around turn number 3. As they enter 3, coming around turn number 4. And that gap is down to 2 car lengths as the white flag will be shown to these drivers. Weisenfluh got the jump off the pole. The outside seeming to be the superior starting spot. This race has gone caution-free. And, we got a battle for the transfer spot, but it's going to be Weisenfluh to take the lead here in this, to take the win here in this one. It'll be Zegafus in second, and Beeler will make the final transfer spot for heat number 2. And on to heat number 3 on the pole for this one. It is the 18 of JT Ferry starting in the 2nd position on the outside of him. It is the 00 of Tristan Bailey. Starting in the 3rd position, it is the 7 of Nathan Parton. In the 4th position, starting the 9-11, it is Nicholas Merkley. Starting in the 5th position, it is MJ Trails. In the 6th position is the 707 of Jack Whitmer. And in the 7th position, your final starter, it is the 4 of Ryan Rochelle. We've had some exciting heat races here today. Well, some controversy while we're at it. And we'll see how this one is. Can Ferry get a good enough start to hold off the 00 of Tristan Bailey? Will the outside lane get going on this one, or will Ferry be able to take the early lead? We've seen that from the outside pole, we've seen 2 heat race winners, Weisenfluh and Halliday, have both won from the outside pole of their heat races. Pole sitter finished second both times. And we see some drama for the final transport spot. And let's see, will Ferry... And Ferry gets the jump. He's gonna take it into the lead. Parton looking at the inside of Bailey for a second. They're 4 wide off of turn number 2. And they're 2 wide for the final transfer spot. Merkley and Parton. The 00 was able to hold out on for the 3rd spot. Parton back to 4th. I'm sorry. He's going to fall out of the transfer position. Merkley in 3rd. On the bumper of Bailey in 3rd. Or in 2nd. And Bailey taps the wall. Parton with a huge run coming into turn 1. He's right on the bumper of the 911. He's trying to bring it back into the transfer spot. There, you can put a blanket over the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right now. This track is 1 lane, as it is not. This track tends to be that way until it gets slick. So we probably some good racing until later in the night. And Parton with a good run coming into 1. In the 911, pounding Bailey, sticking it right there on the bumper, trying to force a mistake out of the 00. Almost had one there, got a little loose off the corner. And Parton right on the bumper of the 11. Trying to do a similar thing. He's trying to turn it down the inside. They almost make contact. Surprised we have not seen a slide job yet. Bailey pulled a little bit of a gap there. Can Merkley pull it back? We're coming to the white flag out of this corner. As they come out of turn 3, they are coming to see the white flag. We'll see if Parton has anything for Merkley. Into 1. He drives it up deep. Merkley looking at the inside of Bailey. And they're going to be side by side at the back straightaway for 2nd. Berkeley tries the slider, and he's almost going to get it. The 00 into the wall. Parton, I believe, gets the transfer spot. Yes, Nathan Parton will get the transfer spot after the 00 made contact with the wall. Let's go back and watch that. That was an incredible finish for that heat race. Maybe I guess we will. Yes, we'll go watch that one back. Merkley sent it in deep. Almost parked it on the nose. That's the first slider we worked. Yeah, parked it on the nose, and Parton just was the right spot, right time. And now it's time for the B main. 9 cars will make the transfer spot. On the pole for this one, it is the 98. On pole for this race, it is the 98 of James Rochelle. On the outside, it is the 78 of Larry Sykard. In the 3rd position, it is the 00 of Tristan Bailey, just barely missing out on that transfer spot after that terrific last lap pass. In the 4th position is the 22 of Joseph Hurd. Starting from the 3rd row inside, it is Dylan Conley. Starting in the 6th position, it is the 4 of Ryan Rochelle. Starting in the 7th position, it is Kinzer Lightning. Oh, we got something happening here under caution. And in the 8th position, to his outside, it is the 14 of John Martin Sky. Starting in the 9th position, it is the 707 of Jax Whitmer. That is your transfer spot. And starting in the 10th position, the 014 of Austin Koroboth. And in the 11th position, not making the call, it is the 522 of Cody Clark. But making the call, it is in the 12th position, it is MJ Trails. And your final starter for this one is the 9 of Connor Mirabelli, coming from that position. And we are underway here. James Rochelle jumps out to the early lead. The 78 of Larry Sykard in 2nd here. I'm sorry, Bailey up into 2nd. He's trying to make the bottom work here. Couple cars on the bottom trying to make it work. Looks like the bottom is starting to come in. Oh, Rochelle, big wheel stand going in the corner. Sidecar glitches out. He's blinking real bad. He's still in third. Looks like we got a pile up coming out of 2. We stay green, I believe, and there's the caution. Let's go see what happened on that one. Just saw it out of the corner of my eye, but let's go. We'll go back and watch that. Looks like going into 1. The 98 checked up, the 22 and the 4 got together, then collected the 6 and just put the 12 in the fence. And then just accordion effect. I believe everyone stayed on 4 wheels. And Rochelle will hold on to the lead. Sidecar is blinking really bad. And the 22 in the 4 will take the penalty for that one. Your transfers currently are John Martin Sky is in the final transfer spot. Whitmer's 1 out. And we are back green. Rochelle with a good start. He pulls a massive gap, about 5 car lengths on Bailey. But Bailey reeling him in. And Mirabelli all the way from the back looking into 3rd. I believe I saw him there. And Sidecar looks like to fixed his issues. We have a caution. Oh, and the 014 got into it. That is Robert. I'm sorry. That is Austin Koraboth. That was almost really bad for Mirabelli, who missed it by about that much. Oh, and Mirabelli getting into the 14. It looked like on that restart. And Jax Whitmer will get the cause of that one in the 707. I believe he was in the 10th position, 1 spot out. And the 14, I believe, is off his wheels, and they are calling him for the reset button to be used. Your final transfer, as they show, is the 22 of Joseph Hurd, and Rochelle starts him early. No one catches him. They're almost 3 wide on the start. The 6 of Dylan Conley up into 3rd on the outside of Sidecar. Tristan Bailey still running in 2nd, reeling in the 98. The 78 in 4th, battling on the inside of Conley. And, oh, Rochelle looks like almost lost it. Here comes Bailey to the outside. Rochelle's going to slide himself. He's going to come down off the slick. Bailey's going to follow him. Rochelle almost loses it again. Stacks up the field. And a massive pile up. And that was the end of the race. So, my bad. Wasn't looking at the laps there. And your final transfers, Joseph Hurd and everyone above him make it. And Whitmer was the one lone person not making it out of that one. And looks like we will have a 4-wide salute on hand for you fans. How lucky do y'all feel? So, Fairbury Speedway. As the CDL 358 modifieds will try to line up here. Oh boy. They will try to line up here. Trying to get 4 wide here for y'all fans. So Fairbury Speedway, here at the virtual Fairbury Speedway, the CDL Big Block Modifieds will line up 4 wide for you as they come down the backstretch. I want everyone on their feet here. As they come out of turn 4, we want to hear you loud and proud. These amazing drivers putting on a show for you here as they come out of turn 4. Your CDL big block, maybe. Never mind. I guess we'll try that again. As the 98 did not get the memo that we weren't finished. And as we come out of turn 4 down the front straightaway, raise your hands, fans, for the CDL 358 Modifieds as they go 4 wide for you here at the Fairbury Speedway. Let's try that again. There. It's a little bit of a better view. But that did not go well. As we'll try that again. See, Fairbury Speedway, as they come out of turn 4, we want to hear you loud and proud for these drivers who have worked to put it in the show. Your 358 Modifieds here. Aligned 4 wide for you, fans. And now we're probably going to see the biggest crash since the Daytona International Speedway. And they're keeping it green, and they're 4 wide, and there it goes. That lasted longer than I thought it would. And now it is feature time here at the Fairbury Speedway. 18 drivers have fought their way into this feature event. So let's read them out to you. On the pole for this main feature event, it is the 16 of Jacob Halliday. Outside of him, it is the 24 of Zach Weisenflew. Starting in the 3rd position, it is the 18 of J.T. Ferry. Starting from the 4th position, it is the 28 of Ethan Fimbers. In the 5th position, it is the 77 of Jasper Zegafus. In outside of him, it is the 911 of Nicholas Merkley. In the next row, on the inside, it is the 08 of Dominic Schmidt. On his outside, it is the 45 of the 45, maybe. Zachary Beeler. On the inside of him, after that, we have the 7 of Nathan Parton rolling off from the 9th position. In the 10th starting position, we have the 98 of James Rochelle, your first B-main transfer. And we are underway here at the Fairbury Speedway. Jacob Halliday leads him into turn 1. Oh, and there's a big car upside down. One car already upside down. They were 4 wide coming out of turn 1. And, oh, they're wrecking under caution. This is not good. I believe it was the 08 of Dominic Schmidt that got up in the fence there. Well, he started in the back, so let's see if we can catch who got in the fence. And, and Rochelle, and it was the 911 of Merkley. Nicholas Merkley got up in the fence there. Let's see how he ended up there, and he's still there. And looks like Rochelle just drove him up in there. I believe that will be put on Rochelle, and it is not. Okay, they're going to give it to Merkley, though. Your leader is still Jacob Halliday in the 16 car. And we are underway here at the Fairbury Speedway. Jacob Halliday will lead him to the green flag. Looks like a much better start here. Oh, and Weisenflew and Halliday get into it. Big pile up out of turn 4. Whoa, and Halliday keeps it on 4 wheels. Barely. And Weisenflew and Halliday got into it there. Just looks like Weisenflew just got into it a little bit too hard and just tapped the right rear around on Halliday. I believe Weisenfeld will be charged with that caution. Most likely. That would put the 28 of Ethan Fimbers to the lead here at the Fairbury Speedway after we've completed 2 of 40 laps. Yes, that is correct. We are going to have 40 minutes of this in an hour time limit. Man, this has been an exciting race, hasn't it? Okay, Ethan Fimbers and from the 9th starting position, Nathan Parton already up to the 3rd position. With Jasper Zegafus up in the 2nd in that 77 machine after his teammate caused that caution. So we will see another attempt at the green flag here at the Fairbury Speedway. If our 4-wide salute was anything to say about it, I hope that's not how this race will go. So, let's try this again. Coming to the green flag this time. Going green this time by. I believe. We are not going green this time by. So we'll try this again. Fimbers in the lead. Zegafus in 2nd. Parton in 3rd. And Ferry in 4th. Pace car will pull off down the backstretch. Fimbers will take him to the middle of the racetrack. Zegafus tries to jump it. We are green here at the Fairbury Speedway. Zegafus right down the inside. He's going to put it on the bottom, trying to make something happen here as Fimbers puts it around the lip. He's going to drive right back around Zegafus. Parton following up there. Ferry also on the bottom. Caution just as Zegafus had crossed him over. I believe Fimbers will retain the lead, and Ferry will be involved in that one. So will the 911 be involved. And I believe he gets reset again. And I think we have too many cars for this racetrack. So I think we made a lap under green there on that start, so we did a little bit better. And they will give it to the 98. And the pace car pulls off. Even Ethan Fimbers still your lead. And Zegafus a little bit closer on this restart. And they are bumper to bumper on this one. Zegafus already heading down to the inside. He's going to try to slide job. Fimbers going to cross him over. They are side by side. A little bit of contact. Oh, and Zegafus gets put in the fence by Fimbers. Your 2 leaders taken out there. And no doubt Fimbers will be given the EOL on that one. And let's see where your former leader, Jacob Halliday, has made it back up to. Backed up to 14th, right behind Zegafus. Or, I'm sorry, right behind Weisenfeld, who caused him to go to the back. And Fimbers questioning the caution. And we've got some response. So, yeah. Having a good time here at the Fairbury Speedway. And Fimbers will be given the EOL. That will put the 7 of Nathan Parton as we go green here to the lead. Parton on the fence in his debut here in the CDL Racing League. And as they go into 3, enter turn 4, and we are out of 4. We have made a lap here at the Fairbury Speedway. Parton is your leader. Ferry in second. He's going to drive it all the way up to the bumper of Parton. There, nose to tail for the lead here. About half a car length separates them. Ferry to the inside. A little bit of contact there on exit. And Ferry looking to the inside here. And Parton goes to crossover. A little bit loose. They make no contact. And Parton's going to slide him back around. Almost tapped the wall there and cleared Ferry by a mile there. And we got a slider battle for the lead on our hands. Ferry slides him again through 1 and 2. They're side by side on the back straightaway. Here comes Parton back to the inside with a deep slider for first. And Ferry back to the inside. He's going to let her rip. Here comes another slider. And carrying that left front around the racetrack. And, oh, caution. Who will it give the lead to? Who was the leader at the line? And I believe it is Parton. Nathan Parton, all the way from the 9th starting position, is your leader in his debut race here in CDL, in the CDL Racing League. We may have a first-time winner in the debut.
Anywhere from turn 3 to turn 4. Leaders discussion on the pace speed once pace up was off.
Is there a double file? Never mind.
16.
And we're going to go double file here. Let's see if Parton... And, oh, he tricks Ferry there, and he's going to barely clear Ferry. He's going to slide himself here into 1 and 2. No, he's not through the middle. Ferry's going to drive around him, and no, he's not. The caution is out. Parton just got saved. Wow. Parton just got the save of his life. And Ethan Fimbers, who was starting in 3rd and was your leader, is disqualified. Major, major points implications there. Fimbers was in the top 5 of points. So that is a huge, huge points implication there. Nathan Parton still your leader. As the pace car will pull off the back stretch. Could Ferry get another start like that? And Ferry will keep him to a car length. Decent start for Parton as Ferry. Oh! Parton uses the wall, straightens himself out. They're side by side heading down the back straightaway. A little bit of contact there, all good. Parton stuffs it in the fence there. He's going to cross over Ferry. Now they flip to rolls. Parton will be sliding in 1 and 2 instead of 3 and 4. Parton using that cushion. And he's going to clear. Here's going to clear Ferry. Almost cleared him down the back straightaway, but Ferry is going to slide him back around. Parton back to the lead, and Zachary Dealer in from 3rd, and oh, Ferry tapped the wall there. That'll put Deals to 2nd. Here comes Ferry back to the inside. Parton will hold the lead. Dealer up into 2nd. They're side by side down the back straightaway. Well, Parton drives away with the lead. Here comes Dealer up the inside. There, he's hopping real bad. They're side by side through 3 and 4, not letting Parton get away. Parton holding the strong on the top as Dealer making his way up towards the front on the bottom of the racetrack, hopping real bad. We'll see if Nathan Parton will turn it down to the bottom here anytime soon, as he almost tags the fence there. Ferry and Parton, 1st and 2nd, are holding strong to the fence. Dealer moves up to the fence. Your top 3 all on the fence here. 3 cars we didn't expect to see up here. We thought maybe we'd see Weisenfluh, Halliday, some previous winners in the series. But they are not, as here comes Dealer up the inside. He's going to leave the top open for Parton. Parton's going to drive right back around. And here comes Dealer up the bottom and almost loses it off the corner. And Nate Parton's going to drive right back by him on the top side of the racetrack. And oh, and a dirty, and that was Oh, that's tough break for Parton. And a tough break. He is stuck on the fence. And I think Parton expected Dealer to leave the top open like he had done earlier. And Dealer just closed him off there. We'll see who the EOL goes to, if we get an EOL at all. I mean, Parton had been doing almost that exact same thing to Ferry. And he just didn't go to slide him over. And now your leader is the 45 of Zachary Beeler. Second is the 18 of JT Ferry, 78. A car no one thought to see up here would be Larry Sykard. And in fourth, it is the 21. Oh, and Ferry hops the fence there. They're 3 wide coming to the line. And Dealer's going to, and he's going to put it in the wall. He's going to close the field right back up to him. And here comes Weisenflew all the way from the back of the field after him and Halliday. And Weisenflew is back up to the front. Halliday right behind him. Your 2 previous leaders are all the way back to the front of the field. Weisenflew and Halliday looking to make a comeback here in this race. It's a long 40 laps. Zegafus still up here. Parton will return to the racing surface to get his laps back. And Dealer Beeler will hold on to the lead here, barely. Merkley also making a return to the racing surface. And Sidecard was given the EOL for that one in the 78, and he disconnects from the session. Let's see if Beeler can make a little bit of a better start on this one. And we have Beeler, Ferry, and Leitner. Weisenflew in fourth. All good start there. Weisenflew to the inside of Leitner. They're going to make a little bit of contact as Weisenflew hops all the way through 3 and 4. And he's going to drive away from him there. And Zachary Beeler in the lead right now on the bottom. He's going to put it back on the fence, beating the heck out of the right rear quarter panel. Here comes Ferry looking at the inside. And here comes Weisenflew looking for second. Zegafus up to looking for fourth as he rips the fence down. And Weisenflew trying to make something happen here in the bottom of the raceway. Oh, and Ferry hops the fence, and him and Zegafus is going to make a little bit of contact, trying to avoid him. We're going to stay green. I guess Ferry kept it going. We might have and there's the caution. I saw Ferry up in the fence there, and then I don't think he ever came down. So let's go back and see what happened on that start, on that caution. Ferry put it in the fence. Manreary made it a little bit of contact. Ferry stayed on the high side of the racetrack, and Leitner just didn't move down the track. So, looks like some argument is being had. Beeler still in second. Ferry in third. Weisenflew up to third. Zegafus up to fourth. Halliday up in fifth. Your pole sitter is up to fifth. And we will go green here. Beeler, your leader. Ferry in second. Still. Oh, and Ferry hops the fence again. Big wreck. That's going to involve a lot of cars. The whole outside lane kind of got screwed. Oh, and we got a car upside down. I believe that's Rochelle. And a car upside down. Ferry already given the EOL. And we'll go back and see what happened with Ferry on that one. That looked like a massive crash. Looks like Ferry hit the gas and the car went straight. Hopped the fence. 77 couldn't go anywhere. The 18 went around. That's all we can see from there. Let's go follow Zegafus and the 98. And the 0 just, wow, that looked like a little Tommy tip over. And just a parking lot in turn number 2. All right. I believe we're going green here. Dealer still in first. Weisenflew in second. Zegafus in third. And it looks like we make it out of turn 2 alive turn 4 alive this time. Halliday on the fence there a little bit. Beeler on the fence. Weisenflew in second. Follow him to the bottom of 1 and 2. Zegafus up in third with Rochelle up the inside from all the way from the B main up into the third, starting into the third position, making a run of that hard charger. Beeler and Weisenflew bottom of 1 and 2. Looks like Weisenflew does it a little better. They both go to the top of 3 and 4. Zegafus top all the way around the racetrack. Beeler and Weisenflew down to the bottom 1 and 2. Rochelle following them. Halliday up into the 5th position, putting it around the cushion all the way around the raceway. And Weisenflew went to the bottom of 3 and 4 there to see if there was anything there, and he just lost time to Beeler. Coming to 10 laps to go as they come out of turn 4 here. And Weisenflew tries it again, and he's making up some time, just not on exit. Beeler putting it on the cushion, hoping I think Weisenflew's kind of hoping for a mistake here. As we starting to catch lap traffic, the 22 of Joseph Hurd lap traffic as Beeler loses a little bit of time there. He's gonna be forced to go to the inside of 3 and 4. And almost contact with the lap car there. Weisenflew and the lap car get together a little bit. That's gonna pull out the gap as Beeler puts it in the fence. Beeler almost trying to throw this one away. He taps the wall again with the right, but that run off the 4 is just so good for the 45. He won't leave the top side of the racetrack as Weisenflew trying to make something happen here as we come to the final 10 laps of this one. Weisenflew making up a little bit of time on the entry to 3 and 4. And we have a caution in the final 7 laps of this race. We're going to have a barn burner here. Oh, and a lap car and the 45 get together. Wow, that was really bad, almost bad. I believe Zegafus made it through there okay on all 4 wheels, possibly. And yes, I saw him coming out of turn 2 there. And we're going to have a barn burner on our hands for this one, folks. See where Jacob Halliday lines up. Halliday is in 5th after him and Weisenflew getting together. Not a lot of big movers in this one, except for Zachary Beeler, who came from the 8th position and is now in 1st. He goes plus 8 spots, but the race is not over. And we will have a double file start on this one. I wouldn't be surprised if Beeler took the top side of the racetrack. Never mind, we stay single file. Beeler to the top side of the raceway. And he's going to let the lap pedal fly. Green flag here as we come to 6 laps to go here in this one. Beeler gets up into the slick a little bit in 1 and 2. Weisenflew has 2 car length gap. Beeler on the fence. Weisenflew still 2 car lengths back. Weisenflew right on the bumper of the 45, trying to hope he makes a mistake. Weisenflew puts it on the top of the racetrack. Rochelle in 4th, challenging to the 77. Nothing there. Weisenflew coming to 3 laps to go here. Zegafus right in 3rd, right looking to the inside of the 24. His teammate, they're 3 wide for the lead coming out of turn number 2. Beeler to the high side. The 24 and the 77 go way low. The 45 gets a little bit loose there. He's going to fall all the way back to 3rd. He's going to almost get into the bumper, and he's going to catch the infield tire. He's going to go around. Zach Wisen flew now to the lead. Zegafus in second. Teammates 1-2 right now. Wisen flew all the way on the bottom of the racetrack. White flag is in the air. Weisenflew is going to enter turn 3 way on the bottom of the racetrack, coming out of turn 4, and Weisenflew is going to win at Fairbury after an incredible finish. And after going first to top 3, please go to the front straightaway and stick around after the race. I need Weisenflew, Timothy, Rochelle, and let me get your hard charger, and I'll tell you, and I'll see who I need after that. I got some math to do. Okay, so that's +3. That's +7. +2, +2. 12 to 8. That's +4. 14 to 9. That's 5. 17 to 12. That's 5. Okay. So 7, I think. Five. Okay, we're gonna start with our hard charger. Nathan, I'm gonna have to move you. Nathan, okay, never mind. Okay, we're gonna just be quiet. I have to interview these people. We're gonna start with our hard charger and your 3rd place position. Rochelle, please go into a chat. Trying to get our hard charger in here, and we're gonna move Rochelle in here. All right, we have our hard charger and your 3rd place finisher going from 10th to 7th, from winning the B main, going from 10th to 3rd, gaining 7 spots. It's the 98 of James Rochelle. You got me?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, well, not a lot of big movers. As last time I broadcasted, we had a I think 12 was our hard charger. But +7 on a very difficult track to move forward at. What were you thinking in those last laps as you saw Barrel and Weisenflew get into it?
Well, just hoping that I was getting alternate and just keep it going.
All right. So, will we see you next week?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for talking to us. Your 3rd place finisher and hard charger, James Rochelle. You can go now. You can go now. Thank you. And your 2nd place finisher in the 77 is Jasper Zegafus. I think that's how you say that. Jasper, are you here?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. What a finish that was. Pretty intense finish. You were leading there for a little bit early, got stuffed in the fence, and you made your way all the way back up into the 2nd position. What were you thinking those last few laps?
Honestly, I was just riding around and I couldn't find a faster line, and then one lap I just tried to the bottom corner next to him, and like 2 laps to go, I ended up hitting the tire, and then Zach hit the tire, and so
Yeah.
and then I held on to 2nd, but trying my best.
Yeah. Crazy finish there. Anybody you like to thank?
I think TSL stock, that Summer that's about it.
Okay. Thanks for talking to us. You can go now.
No problem.
And your winner in the 24's car, it is Zach Weisenflew. Zach, you got me?
Yep.
Wow, what an incredible finish. I think y'all were 3 wide for the lead there at some point. What were you thinking when Beeler was out front? Didn't really seem like you could find a way around him, and then you did.
Honestly, it was a mess from the start. I got into the 16 car there at the beginning of the race. Had to go to the rear, but fortunately we had enough cautions. I could kind of just stay out of trouble. Beeler got out to the front. I knew he was going to be hard to pass, but we went 3 wide there, and the middle just stuck for me. You know, I don't know what happened after we went 3 wide, but I think he hit the tires or something. But
Yeah.
you have to be on top here.
Yeah. awesome pretty good finish. A little bit better result than what you had last time, but yeah. Thanks for talking to us, and thanks for putting on a good show. Hopefully,
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
hopefully we can have a
Hopefully to see you guys.
You go.
Hopefully to see you guys again next week.
Yes,
Don't know
sir.
what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be a fun league.
Yep. Hopefully we'll put on a little better show than we did tonight. But thanks for coming out and racing.
Of course.
All right. See ya.
Be good.
All right. Your top 3 finishers and your hard charger. Your hard charger ironically finished 3rd, but turns, twists, flips, upside down, controversy. It was all in this race. So yeah, quite an intense finish. Hopefully we can put on a little bit better show than we did tonight. Hopefully get a little bit few more green flag laps here. We'll see you all next week as we head to the Bristol Dirt Nationals, 30 laps at that one. Hopefully bigger track, a little bit better racing. But hopefully we'll see you all next week, and have a good week. Have a good weekend on, and stay warm and